most populated residential area are housed in the Punsan area. About half the island's population lives here. Another populated area is the business and residential area of the settlement, and an adjacent industrial and port area of Flying Fish Cove. Silver City and Drumside are less populated. Most of the island's Asian married residents lives in two-story blocks of flats, and singles lives in two-story barracks-style blocks. The Asians' housing accommodation are built to standards specified by the Singapore Housing Development Board and are owned by the administration or by the British Phosphate Commissioners. Prior to the 1979 and 1980 industrial dispute with the Union of Christmas Island Workers, the mining industry provided little or none up-to-date facilities to the Asian housing except water and power. Improvements are getting underway recently to provide hot water facilities to all Asian accommodations. Europeans, mainly Australians, totaling about 400, are housed in either modern suburban type accommodation or in larger old colonial style houses. Most of the houses are mainland Australian standards. All the houses are fully furnished and provided with the most up-to-date facilities, including air conditioning and hot water system. A few Asians recently with senior positions are now sharing similar accommodations.
held, and for those who are onlookers, the people taking out citizenship will take it on oath, either on the Bible or the Quran.
A citizenship presentation ceremony. Christmas Island is an Australian territory. Residents who were born in a territory on or after 1st of October of 1958 are Australian citizens.
Solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to Her Majesty Elizabeth II.
In February of 1942, the inhabitants of Christmas Island made preparations for invasion by Japanese forces. A 6-inch naval gun was installed near a cliff to combat raiders. On 31st of March of 1942, Japanese invasion fleet took over the island without any opposition whatsoever. The rest is history. The Christmas Island Area School provides education from preschool level through to Year 10 secondary level. It has an Australian-oriented curriculum based largely on the West Australian model and is designed to provide an educational background for students who in future may move to the Australian mainland. Most instruction is in English, but the languages and cultures of the major ethnic groups are maintained through Chinese and Malay lessons in both the primary and secondary divisions. The area school is staffed by the Commonwealth Teaching Service, which also staffs schools in the Australian Capital Territory and the Northern Territory. The Christmas Island Area School of about 575 students operate in 4 locations and are adjacent to residential areas. The George Fem Secondary School and preschool at the bottom settlement area. The Drumside School for all primary plus secondary and technical school at the Upper Punsan and Drumside area. Vacation classes are held for 2 weeks during January and July. School board members are elected from among representatives of the school staff, the parents of the pupils, and the 3 main ethnic communities on the island.